I decided that I wanted to do a fan video of my favorite TV show, Power Rangers, and I came up with a good idea. My favorite Power Rangers season is Power Rangers Dino Thunder, and of course my favorite Ranger is the Black Ranger, Tommy Oliver, because he's the best Ranger in Power Ranger history. He was like five different Rangers: green, white, red. Actually, no, four Rangers. Anyway, so my fan video is the Dino Rangers fighting off a monster, and they get some unexpected help from the Space Rangers, from Power Rangers in space, and and three and four of the Dino Rangers. I don't know who they are, but Tommy does. And when they demorph, Tommy recognizes one of the Rangers, TJ. And Tommy knows TJ is because in that Power Rangers Turbo episode, Passing the Torch, Tommy met TJ and passed his turbo powers to him. And so Tommy introduces the three Dino Rangers to them, and they came to help the Dino Rangers face off the monster. And turns out they've met the monster before. It just wasn't seen in the space series because the monster's been locked away somewhere. And hang on a second. Yeah, so they run into the monster again, and the monster casts a spell on three Rangers, and the other Rangers try to figure out a way to break the spell. So, and then they come up with a plan, and Carlos, the Black Ranger, come up with a very good plan. So, and then they meet up the monster again, and then the Rangers just they just figure out they have to find the monster's weak spot to break the spell. And so they defeat the monster, and the Rangers are broken from the spell, and the monster has grown. The monster grew, and so the two Ranger teams call for their Zords, and they defeat the monster, and then TJ says bye and goodbye to Tommy, along with the other Space Rangers, and the other Dino Rangers, and the Dino Rangers hope to see him again someday.
Okay, why don't you talk about the aliens?
Well, I would say that my favorite Power Rangers Dino Thunder villain is Zeltrax.
And why?
He has a cool deep voice, and he's always plotting to get revenge on Tommy, obviously. And
What do you think about Metal Alice?
Metal Alice is not in Dino Thunder.
Well, I'm just talking about any of the aliens. And the guy that she was in love with.
I think Metal Alice is the worst villain.
Why?
Well, I just don't like her voice, and she's pretty ugly.
And annoying.
Yeah. And she's a woman.
Ooh.
No offense to the women out there. That's just my opinion.
Okay, what do you think's the best battle ever? Is it when all the Power Rangers totally came together? Because that's my favorite.
That's also my favorite. My favorite Power Rangers team up is the Forever Red from Power Rangers Wild Force.
Mm-hmm.
Because you gotta admit, the only reason that was my favorite team up is the return of Tommy Oliver.
Okay.
We don't know how he got his Red Zeo Ranger power back, but we'll never know.
Okay. Okay, end of the interview. Chase about his favorite Power Rangers. Goodbye, YouTube.